Hey guys, what's up? It's Umbruhh here, and after almost 3 years, I am finally... Okay, I got a little too excited there. Doing another wishlist video for Final Fantasy XIV, compiling all of the changes I want the game to see. So, let's begin. First things first, give rescue to tanks. It would definitely help if we can rescue more people when the healers maybe is on cooldown. And since tank is a class where you're supposed to protect the party too, it would make sense to have an ability that would keep other party members out of harm, or to pull them back when they try running ahead of the group. Just saying. First off, give Viera and Hrothgar more customization options. Like, seriously, they can't wear most of the headgear in the game. I mean, I think Hrothgar can wear a few, and they have very little hairstyles, especially Hrothgar, who have to Fantasia every time they want to change their hair. So, that should be a priority in terms of adding more to Viera and Hrothgar, which I think should be added before they ever decide to add male Viera and female Hrothgar. In the Halloween event last year, we got a feature that allowed us to transform into characters from the MSQ. Now, I think it would be awesome if that was a permanent feature in the game. I mean, in terms of just like it being restricted to G-Pose, I think it'd be great for screenshots and videos. Bring back Scourge for Dark Knights. We don't have any single target dot abilities anymore. Or at least give them an alternate ability for their combos, like Warrior and Paladin that have 2 combos. Or like they have a additional finisher to their combos. At least give some diversity to Dark Knight's combos other than pressing the same 3 buttons over and over again. Release the game for Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S. While it may be too late for release on the Xbox One, especially since the expansion after Endwalker they're probably going to remove PS4 support, I think that adding it to current-gen Xbox systems would be a great idea to expand the player base. While it wouldn't make sense for the Nintendo Switch because of its limited power compared to the 2 current systems, I think it'd be a great way for Final Fantasy XIV to expand their player base, and especially since Microsoft's stance on crossplay has definitely changed. This is a big one. Rework the glamour system in the game. Maybe the ability to set glamours for jobs rather than gear, and remove the limit on the number of items that can be stored in the glamour dresser. Seriously, the glamour system is in dire need of a rework. And additionally, give players the ability to glamour their gear to any set. For example, if melee DPS players want to use fending set glamours, or ranged DPS users want to use casting set glamours. Since they're not using the actual gear set for that role, they're only using their appearance through the use of a glamour. However, I think it should be restricted where players cannot use artifact gear, such as, like, let's say for example, Dragoons can't wear Paladin exclusive glamours. That way, it makes those glamours more specials, but since you're only taking the appearance of these sets, I think that players should be able to set their glamour to whatever they want. I seriously want to look like a knight while playing samurai. Additionally, make certain crafters share leveling like summoner or scholar, but only where it makes sense. For example, blacksmith and armorer, since they're basically in the same the crafting starting area, or the guild in Limsa, and maybe alchemist and culinarian. And additionally, make more cultural sword designs. So, for example, maybe Jian or Dao blades, or European longswords for samurai. Just maybe add more in terms of, like, cultural designs. Allow Steam users to buy the expansion or the game outside of Steam rather than restricting users to their store only. Like, for example, if you buy the game on Steam, or you make a trial account on Steam, please let users buy the game from outside of Steam, because it's really annoying, and I can say this as somebody who bought the game through Steam, or played the trial service through Steam. It's annoying that I had to buy the game again because I made the trial on Steam. And so, another thing too, allow users to save their passwords to their launcher instead of having to type it in every time. Now, I know this might be a security issue for some people, but some people don't want to have to type in their password every single time they log in. So maybe let users save it to their launcher if they desire, but at least give us the option. Rework the housing system in the game to give players more chances to obtain houses, particularly on high-pop servers where there are some FCs that'll literally buy entire wards. And this would be an especially important change since Ishgard housing is being added in 6.1 for Endwalker. And another thing, speed up the process it takes for your party members for the Trust Dungeon system, because it takes far too long to level them compared to your squadron. I can level them up much faster. Additionally, add harder dungeons to the game, similar to that of Mythic Dungeons in World of Warcraft. I think it'd be an interesting thing that could maybe add more, I guess, harder content to the game and maybe have some incentive, add some incentive for players to run them as well. And now, for Endwalker, despite Radzat-Han being announced as the current endgame city for Endwalker, I wish that they would restructure the way cities work, where the larger cities such as Ishgard, Kugane, and the Crystarium would be the places that you buy Tombstone gear or raid gear, and the smaller cities like Idleshire, Rhalgar's Reach, Yulmore, and Rods would be the place where you buy crafted gear, or anything related to crafters. Or just give both cities the option, because it's a shame to see all these larger cities so empty, because you can really tell they put a lot of effort into making these cities, and it's a shame they just end up dying when there's not any current main scenario quests. And my final wish for this wish list is for Final Fantasy XIV to revamp the dying system to allow players to dye specific parts of their armor, which would add for more customization. Since, for example, with some sets, like let's say the Law's Order set of Fending, which is the new Fending set that you get from Delibram Regne, the default color of the set always seems to be gold, even if you dye it to, let's say, Soot Black dye. And you'll still see a significant portion of the gear still looking gold, like let's say if you painted black, or white, or something like that. You'll still see a lot of gold. Hence why I think the dyeing system should be revamped, so players can change the color based on however they desire. While it may be hard for some gear sets, it may be easier for others, due to other sets having multiple versions of the same set. For example, the Demon set of Fending, the Chromite set of Fending, and the Forgiven set of Fending are all the same design, but just with different colors. Those are all my wishes for Final Fantasy XIV. Comment down below what you'd like to see added to the game, and I will see you guys later. Thank you all for watching. You guys are amazing. Subscribe for more Final Fantasy XIV content. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch, and I will see you guys later. You guys are the best. Umbruhh out.